That's the stance. Front like this. The front toe is just in there in that crease of your heel. And the front foot, see, normally you're taught push hands like this. When I say normally, other people teach you push hands like this. This is an incorrect stance for gaining chi power through push hands. You must be in a power stance. It's called a power stance because you're gaining chi power. Turn your left foot straight, or your right foot if you're doing it the other way, and your front foot is turned slightly off in the power stance, an inch off. So you must, that's important, not even like this, see? That's wrong, that's parallel. The rear foot must be straight, so it's the exact reverse of what you're normally taught by other people, how to do push hands. That's the stance you must be in. You must really feel it now going onto your rear heel, and you must feel it now coming into your front heel. The only way you can feel it coming in your front heel, when you change your weight, is to do push hands exactly the same way you do the form. For instance, you're doing the form here. When you're changing your weight to your front foot, you tuck your bum under and bring your whole back forward like this, rather than having any element of this. You see, I'm bending now, which is absolutely incorrect. So when you bring your foot forward, you tuck your bum under, it's like there's a big plate just pushing your whole back forward in posture. So now the weight, you can feel it going through your front heel at the moment. Now it's not. It's moving more towards the ball of the foot, which is incorrect. Now it's on the front heel. See, it's going right down into the ground in the front heel. And you can really feel that when you're in this power stance, this Taiji power stance. You're really pumping your bum under. See how the waist naturally turns when you bring your weight forward. If you're loose, it will naturally turn to where your front foot is pointing. See that? Naturally points to where your front foot's going to. And when you sit back, of course, it goes where the rear foot's turning, which means you're turning to the right. Now I'm turning to the left because that's where my front foot's turning. Doing it this way, you don't want to turn to the right. It's difficult because your foot's right out there, you see. Thank you, Morse. Thanks, Wall. We stand in the more advanced power stance. I never ever teach this anymore, this sort of push hands. That teaches you pushing. Pushing you don't want to do. You'll get beaten if you try and push someone. People who stand there and say, push me, see you can't push me. So what? Someone walks up to you and punches you in the mouth and knocks you out, you know? That's stupid. And anyone with any muscle tone at all can stand in a position like this and not be pushed because they're in an advantageous position. Try doing it just standing like this as you would be when attacked in the street, and that's the real test. And that's how we do our push hands, as we would be, or almost as we would be in the street. And we have a power stance. This is a power stance. This is the more normal stance that most people teach for push hands. We reverse that and make the stance much shorter. So the back foot goes straight on while the front foot is turned in. In push hands you always stand in a normal position or in a power stance if you want. I tend nowadays just to stand in a normal position because that's the position you're always attacked in. You're never attacked standing in stances or anything like that. So No, you're not going back, you're going from side to side. That's why we're standing like this. Now we're going back, which is rubbish. Now we're going from side to side. See what? Push hands should be from side to side, never backwards and forwards. Because the classics say, if he moves up, I move up. If he moves down, I move down. If he comes forward with a punch, I come forward, I come forward. If he goes back, so what? You see, he's over there. So the classics tell us to do exactly what our partner is doing, or your attacker is doing. That's what the classics tell us. And so in your push hands, if Wood's coming forward, if you're saying like this, if Wood's coming forward, If I'm going back, absolutely wrong. But if we're both just standing like this and Ud attacks, oh, I move to the side because she's moved to the side, I move to the side. Now I'm going to move to the side and Ud's going to move to the side. She's doing exactly the same as me, and in doing so, she's joining her energy with me, she's defeating me, you see. Okay, so just get that into your mind. The push hands is from side to side, not backwards and forwards. It's important about the stance, do not take this sort of a stance, just stand in a power stance, even a normal stance if you want. But to be absolutely correct, there's your stance for push hands, and you must not lose that stance. What happens is, when I start teaching the hands, people 1, 2, 3 and they've lost the stance and they're back into this silly stance again. The rear foot must be straight, the front foot must be angled across it. And that's your power stance for push hands. You're learning at a subconscious level here to cause your brain, to cause all of the right hormones and chemicals in your body to react, to build up all of those correct muscles for perfect, powerful fighting. That's what we're doing with our push hands. That's why they brought in these silly big stances, to save themselves against someone who could do that. See, if I'm in a big stance, he's pushing, if I'm a big person, I can hold him off, you see. But that's not going to happen in a real fight. You're just going to be standing here like this, and someone's going to try and deck you. You don't want to be going, hang on, you know. No, don't lean. Look, I'll show you what you did. Watch. See that? You're going, which means you're losing your centre and you're trying to use your weight to push. You don't want to use your weight, you're only using your waist, like this. See, just your waist, you see? Then you can't fall over. If I go like this on you, pull out of the way, quick, see? I go off balance. So you don't want to do that. What this teaches you is that. Teaches you how to attack using Fa Jing. No. Don't lose your centre. If you find that someone's got a very, very strong, powerful pung, and you can't budge them, you just wait there to tell them that they have to loosen their waist up, you see. That means if you push, right, push, that means that my waist isn't moving properly. Every now and again I'll do this just to test my pung. But if I just now relax my waist, push, so you pushed my waist for me. No time should you feel this. You see, I've got to push your waist for you. See, if I'm pushing on your arm this way into your chest, and your waist is loose, and your weight's on this leg, which it should be, front leg, as soon as you start to change your weight, your waist, like a wheel, will actually move for you, you see. All you've got to do is hold your body up, hold the structure of your body, rather than falling over, of course. Thank you, Sam.